Cancer, also called malignancy, is an abnormal growth of cells. There are more than 100 types of cancer, including breast cancer, skin cancer, lung cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, and lymphoma. Symptoms vary depending on the type. Cancer treatment may include chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. Join me as we uncover natural remedies you can use to manage and prevent yourself from cancer. My name is Joanna Mambia.
The only challenge I've seen most of them actually, majority of Kenyans are having is the cost of the drug is very expensive. Yeah.
When we speak of juicing, it is different from smoothing. So use more of juicing rather than smoothies.
Prevention offers the most cost-effective long-term strategy for the control of cancer.
We set out into the streets of Nairobi to collect a few impressions on cancer, and this is what we collected.
Cancer is a disease that's killing very many people. Yeah.
So what do you think are the possible remedies?
Just stay away from anything that causes cancer, which is everything. So if you take anything, just take it in little amounts so that you don't have to get cancer.
Yeah, I know cancer is a disease actually that it's really affecting many people. Yeah, though we don't have really any particular cure as of now, but you have a lot of drugs that people are using for management. Yeah. Well, I know quite a number of people actually who have suffered from cancer, my friends, my relatives, and basically I've just seen them try to get medication from the hospital. The only challenge I've seen most of them actually, majority of Kenyans are having is the cost of the drug is very expensive. Yeah, so that's the greatest challenge majority are facing as we speak right now. Yeah.
Yes, I think I have a fair idea of what it is. I think it's the rapid growth of cells in one's body at a specific place. Yes. I think living a healthy lifestyle, eating good, exercising. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
From the basic knowledge, I know cancer cells is a disease caused by the multiplication of cancer cells in the body. Healthy living, we should have a healthy lifestyle because cancer is a lifestyle disease.
Sometimes you won't just feel like eating. You don't really need a drastic diet makeover. Just a few simple tricks that Sister Hesperance Deodate will now highlight to make good, easy and appetizing foods. Stay tuned.
Let us go through some 4 causes. Very simple, and then we will narrow it into 2. Now, number 1, for cancer to be mentioned into any cell of the body, it means there must be some weak immune system. So, number 1 cause, there must be some weak immune system. And number 2, we have in our body what we call blood pH. This is a scale that is ranging from 0 to 14, and 7 is neutral. From 6.9 to 0 is very acidic, and from 7.1 to 14, it will be alkaline. Now, our body pH is 7.35 to 7.45. So when we talk of unbalanced pH, it means in that particular time, the blood pH is not normal, and probably the rest of the body, because we have different pH reading in different parts of the organ. Another issue, another cause, we could have the reduced oxygenation to the cell. It means instead of oxygen, we have something else in the cell as a form of our oxygen, as a form of our gas. So it means if we do not have oxygen, or if we have little oxygen than required, it means we have something else that is not required. Now the 4th one, the 4th cause, then there must be some excessive toxicity. Let us narrow these 4 causes, all right? And then you'll be able to follow me very well. If we talk of weak immune system, it means we have little than what the guards in our body would require in terms of nutrients, in terms of what will have made the immune system, the guards, the system that is responsible to take care of this body, to fight against intruders, it has less than what it needs in terms of nutrients. That is number one. But when you have unbalanced pH, if you are supposed to have, your blood is supposed to have a pH of 7.35, 7.45, and you have less, let's say 6.9, that environment is not at home. It is not the real environment that all the body functions are supposed to have. Then it means you have more than what the body needs. It means probably you have, the body is more acidic than the alkaline that the body requires. Okay, take note of that. And when we talk of reduced oxygenation, it means we do not have enough oxygen into our cells. And then excessive toxicity, it means you have more of what the body does not need. All right, by narrowing them, we will have only two sentences as the real cause of cancer. Number one, we will say we have too little of what the body needs in terms of nutrients, in terms of oxygen, in terms of fluid, in terms of other nutrients, other needs. You have little than what the body needs. That is number one. But also, narrowing all this excessive toxicity and other things will narrow it to say you have more of what the body does not require. You have little of what the body needs, but also it means you have little of what the body needs. So if that is the cause, then it means the above problems can be treated and symptoms of cancer be healed only through natural diligent approach. How? We also need commitment. It means provide what the body needs and remove what the body does not want. By doing that, you will have addressed the cause. All right? Then there are natural therapies. Natural therapies in addressing those causes. But first, before we go to natural therapies, let us talk of the symptoms. What would you have seen for you to think or for you to go to the hospital? You might have seen a lump, or abnormal bleeding, all right? Sometimes you might have experienced change in the bowel movement. It is not the way it is supposed to be. It is not the way you normally experience it. But also, there might be some excessive weight loss. You are not able to explain that. You are not able to really explain why there is a weight loss. But also, there could be another reason, prolonged cough. Then what could be the problem? Then that is when you go there, then the diagnosis is made, and it happens that all those are addressing just one issue, that you could be having cancer. Then, as you are waiting, because sometimes these appointments take longer, and sometimes also you delay to make decision. There are people who have to consult, yeah? There are people who have to talk to their children. They have to talk to their family members. You have to discuss on the possible angle in which you will tackle, because there might, if it is a lump, you would probably you have been told probably to remove it through surgery. You might have been told things about radiation or chemotherapy. And so you truly want to sit down and discuss it with your family members, with people who matter to you, probably your boss. So there's a waiting period between the moment you are told the cancer has been diagnosed and to the action. Now that waiting period, sometimes we take too long. And what we do not know is that this abnormal growth, the abnormal division of cells, is moving really faster. It is something that in a matter of seconds and minutes and days, as you are still waiting, as you are still undecided, then you have this dude inside you the cancer cells moving really fast, trying to spread from one cell to the other. So it means even you are supposed to will have decided something, and that decision will have done, it will have been to counteract the movement, the spread. Yeah. If you have too much of what the body does not need, it means in the natural therapies, as you are still waiting for whatever measure you want to take, you will have been moving so fast to remove the excess of what the body does not want, because that is the reason cancer came. All right? And then another approach will have been very fast to add into your system, into your lifestyle, what was not in your body in terms of nutrients. When we talk of nutrients, we will talk about vitamins and minerals, water, oxygen, phytochemicals. Now, this diet will include things like avocado, but also coconut. If you had coconut, as in coconut, but also with the coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil, this one will work very good, because with this one, it will reduce the mutation to occur in the cell. And then again, you will have the extra virgin olive oil. For example, like this one, you will have just use it generously to your salad. And as you are taking this salad like this, you are taking the extra virgin coconut oil and you are eating it. And so you have included it in your diet. It is something that the body wants as a source of fuel, but now your cancer cells cannot use this one to be able to spread. Also, for those who take eggs or fish, you will have taken that one, but also the almond. With this almond, you are able to take them raw as they are, but you are able to soak them and to make milk. So instead of using any other milk, you will have used raw almond milk. For example, if you soak the almonds and you blended the almonds, now with the almond milk, you will have blended any of this. Any. When I say any, it means you will have blended the cauliflower inside the almond milk. You will have also added these other seeds, let's say the raw pumpkins, these ones. It is the art. Now this is what I will want you to truly try. Get the art of smoothing or juicing all these raw vegetables and raw fruits. Play with them, because in these ones, now your cancer cells cannot feed on cabbage. The cancer cells cannot feed on broccoli. But your immune system, your white blood cells, your neutrophils will be able to eat these ones comfortably, because number one, they have what we call phytochemicals, which are chemicals only found in plants and which have a duty of protecting the body against intruders. And cancer is one of those. Cucumber, for example. So if you take this cucumber and then you are able to mix it with any lettuce or any salad that is here, or you have a bowl like this one. Now this is perfect for your meal as one of the ketogenic diet. Then you could just have this one, probably with some boiled eggs, or this one, plus some seeds here, sunflower seeds, and then you could have this one with fish. And then that's it. It is an art that you just have to learn quickly, especially when you are still waiting for some measure to be taken. Now, when it comes to fruits, fruits are very good. But when cancer has been mentioned to you, it means you also have to reduce those fruits that are high in carbohydrates. For example, like bananas and mangoes. It means you use very sparingly or you don't use them at all. Now, you'll have used the citrus fruits and probably the avocado. Yeah, things like these ones. These are extremely very good. If you use these ones, it will have been very good for you to be able to get the nutrients necessary. Lemon, limes, tangerines, grapes, yeah, and then some other vegetables which I was not able to display all of them here. But again, I want you to know one thing about cancer cells. They will thrive on energy created from the glucose that is fermented. That is number one, all right? And then cancer cells love sugar very much, all right? So if you combine any of this with any sugar, no, you have not done anything, because you are not truly feeding the body, but you are feeding the cancer cells. But also for the cancer cells to thrive, your body must be acidic. The environment of your blood must be acidic. Now, in an acidic environment, your immune system go low, while the invaders thrive and they go high. So that is why all these things are natural, but also the beauty of these things is that they change the environment of your body to become alkaline. Again, there is a process inside of your body called phagocytosis, which is one of the strategies which your immune system is using, engulfing, removing, and destroying the cancer cells. The moment you take all these things, raw, natural, it means they are helping that phagocytosis to happen, to occur. Now, there are people also who say they will wish for these things, broccoli, cauliflower, if they are blended or prepared in any form, to also be used with some sugar substitutes. No, sugar substitutes, aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, all those have some issues with cancer, blood cancer, lipoma, and leukemia. And so that is why, according to the research that was done by National Institute of Environmental Sciences, there is a hitch in those ones. And that is why at least you also have to try to avoid them. Now, when we talk about juicing, we should not forget things like kale. Kale is extremely very, very good. It is a wonder vegetable, and you can juice it with anything. You can juice it with lime, you can juice it with a little pineapple, you can juice it. In that juice, you could also be adding some of these seeds, but also it is packed with nutrients, and it is something that cancer cells cannot eat. It has powerful antioxidants. It has phytochemicals. It cleanses the body, because if the body has more of what does not want, then you need a mechanism of removing it, and that is fluids, and then juicing. That will boost your immunity, and it will also improve your health. Now, there are more things that you can juice. Do you know that you can juice fresh maize? Fresh maize means raw, that is not cooked. All right? Fresh maize. It means with fresh maize, you could juice it and then get some milk out of it and then blend it with any of those, broccoli, cauliflower, and then you have the seeds. Add them, because when you do that, it means you will get the natural enzymes in your body, and that one will help you into removing the free radicals and inflammation, and you will have reduced the spread of cancer. Now, juicing, we speak of juicing because the body will be able to absorb more nutrients than when you take them the way they are now. Always drink the juice after making it, or keep it in an airtight glass container in the darkest and coolest part of your refrigerator, but just make sure that you use it the same day. But it will have been good, you juice it and you use it there and then. Consume at least 13 to 15 glasses of fresh green juice. When we speak of juicing, it is different from smoothing. So use more of juicing rather than smoothies. And then use more of greens as well rather than fruits. Now, you can also sprout. Now, sprouting, make use of these. Legumes are very good with sprouts. They contain vitamins. These ones are packed with vitamins, minerals. They also have chlorophyll when you sprout them. They have amino acids. But also, there are some compounds that sometimes even mentioning them is difficult, which are extremely very good with cruciferous cabbage family. Okay, for example, when we speak of cruciferous, these are phytochemicals necessary for reducing cancer cells, destroying cancer cells. So when you eat cruciferous and you eat them raw, then it means you are sure that you are reducing. And these are things that cancer cells cannot feed. there is something, a certain compound, a phytochemical, that is called sulfurphosphane. You see, phosphane, it is also very difficult. It has big compounds, big names, quercetin, leucopene. All these compounds are phytochemical compounds, are there to fight, to reduce, to make sure that they increase apoptosis, a necessary stage, a necessary process that is there to be able to help to combat cancer cells. All right? Now, when you have this sulforaphane, a compound that is in these plants and raw food, they are increasing the death of cancer cells. They are detoxifying the body. They are reducing the burden of carcinogens. Now, what else do you want? That is why we want you to go raw, but also to use more of natural remedies. Now, vitamin D, go get some sun every day. Or you can also supplement on vitamin D. It is extremely very important for your immune system. But enzymes, you can also only find these enzymes in raw food. However you will do it, but just enzymes are very good because they are required for performing normal physiological processes, but they are stimulating anti-cancer substances. They assist in the removal of toxins in your system, but they're also regulating antioxidants, immune pathway in the body. They are enhancing natural detoxification. We have what we call turmeric. Turmeric, I don't have it here, but fresh turmeric or powdered turmeric, use it generously. But when you use it, make sure that at least you combine it with some of these seeds. You combine it because it can easily be absorbed, but it is very necessary to reduce or to treat cancer symptoms. It is also fight inflammation. Okay? Detoxification is necessary. Detoxify, remove, wash, clean. Yeah? Use lemon water, use ionized water, do exercise. Whatever you have to do, do it. Use castor oil, remove, empty your boil. Make sure that you do whatever you have to do in order to combat the cancer cells. In summary, all we are trying to say is, if you want to go raw, use natural remedies for cancer, then also involve the breathing techniques, juicing. Make sure that you have enough enzymes, turmeric, detoxify. Okay, sunlight is also very good. Exercise, do massage, stay away from stresses, but use ketogenic diet. All these are natural remedies to fight cancer, but in the end, you'll see that they're reducing the cancer loads, and who knows, you might get better and completely reverse the situation, and that is what we want. Thank you very much.
One of the ways in which physical activity may lower risk of cancer is through weight maintenance. However, many other biologic processes are affected by physical activity that are independent of body weight. For example, physical activity is associated with lower estrogen and insulin levels, both of which may lower the risk of some types of cancer. Dr. Fesaha Tsegaye will now give you more tips on natural remedies to embrace so as to prevent the various types of cancers. Listen in.
Let us do a recap on today's topic of cancer. Cancer is a term used for diseases in which abnormal cells divide without control and can invade other tissues. Cancer is the second leading cause of death globally. Researchers estimate that 50% of all cancer cases are preventable. Prevention offers the most cost-effective long-term strategy for the control of cancer. Number one, tobacco smoking, secondhand smoking, and tobacco chewing can cause many types of cancer. Worldwide, tobacco use is the single greatest avoidable risk factor for cancer mortality, which claims approximately 6 million people each year. Number 2, dietary modification is another important approach to cancer control. Diets high in fruits and vegetables may have an independent protective effect against many cancers. Number 3, alcohol use is a risk factor for cancer of the oral cavity, liver, breast, among others. Risk of cancer increases with the amount of alcohol consumed and combined use of alcohol with drugs such as tobacco. Number 4, infectious agents such as Helicobacter pylori, human papillomavirus, hepatitis B and C, and Epstein-Barr virus causes cancer. Vaccine for hepatitis B virus and some type of human papilloma virus can reduce the risk of liver and cervical cancers, respectively. Number 5, pollution of air, water, and soil with carcinogenic chemicals contributes to the cancer burden to differing degrees depending on the geographical setting. Cancer prevention should be an essential component of all comprehensive cancer control plans. Many cancer prevention measures are cost-effective and reasonable to implement.
Maintaining a healthy weight might lower the risk of various types of cancer, including cancer of the breast, prostate, lung, colon, and kidney. As a general goal, include at least 30 minutes of physical activity in your daily routine, and if you can do more, even better. Regular self-exams and screenings for various types of cancers such as cancer of the skin, colon, cervix and breast can increase your chances of discovering cancer early when treatment is most likely to be successful. Take cancer prevention into your own hands starting today. The rewards will last a lifetime. Thank you for watching today's episode of Health and Flavor. I have been your host, Joan Omambia.